Are the San Francisco 49ers about to make some shocking roster moves? With the season not going as planned and injuries plaguing the team, we've got some big names in the spotlight who could be packing their bags after this year. Stay tuned as we dive into who might be on their way out and why these changes could reshape the future of the franchise. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with all the latest on the 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers are having a tough season, currently sitting at 5-7. And it's becoming increasingly clear that some roster decisions will need to be made as we look forward to the 2024 season. Injuries have played a significant role in this decline, but there are also some players whose performances simply haven't met expectations. Today, I want to dive into 5 players who might be packing their bags after this season and what that could mean for the future of our beloved team. First up is veteran wide receiver Chris Conley. Despite the injuries that have plagued our receiving core, Conley has managed just one catch for a meager 40 yards this season. That's not exactly the kind of production you want from a player who's been given opportunities to shine. With the 49ers investing in younger talent through the draft last year, it seems like Conley's time in San Francisco may be running out. I have to ask, do you think this was the right move? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, I appreciate the veteran presence, but on the other, we need players who can contribute on the field. Next, we have the punter situation with Mitch Wishnowsky and his replacement, Pat O'Donnell. Special teams have been a disaster this season, ranking near the bottom of the league in average punt yards and punts inside the 20-yard line. Wishnowsky, currently on injured reserve, had been struggling even before his injury, and O'Donnell hasn't done much to improve the situation. Cutting both might be a bold move, but could it be necessary? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Is it time for a clean slate in the punting department? Moving on to the quarterback position, Brandon Allen has found himself as the third-string option after a rough outing against the Packers. His performance in that game was far from stellar, with a quarterback rating that left much to be desired. Given the 49ers' need for a more mobile quarterback, do you think Allen fits into our plans moving forward? Personally, I think it might be best to explore other options. We need someone who can help move the chains and keep defenses on their toes. Another player to keep an eye on is defensive tackle Kevin Givens. Although he started the season decently with a few sacks, injuries have sidelined him, and his recent performances have not instilled much confidence. At 28 years old, he's not exactly a spring chicken, and the 49ers might look to upgrade this position in the upcoming draft or free agency. Do you believe it's time for a change on the defensive line? It's a tough call, but I think we might need fresh legs in that area. Lastly, let's consider the overall impact of these potential roster moves on the 49ers' future. With a roster that has been significantly affected by injuries and underperformance, it's clear that some difficult decisions lie ahead. The future of this franchise depends on making the right calls now. As fans, we've got to be prepared for the possibility of seeing some familiar faces leave the team. How do you feel about these changes? Are you excited about the potential for new talent? Or do you think we should hold on to the experience we have? I genuinely want to know what you think. Your opinions matter, and engaging with fellow Niners fans is what makes this community so special. So, drop your thoughts in the comments below. What are your expectations for the team moving forward, and how do you feel about the possibility of these players departing? The San Francisco 49ers are at a critical juncture of the season, folks. Coming off 2 tough losses against the Green Bay Packers and Buffalo Bills, where we were outscored 73-20, it's hard not to feel the weight of desperation. With a 5-7 record, the 49ers are looking to claw their way back into playoff contention as they prepare to face the Chicago Bears this Sunday at Levi's Stadium. Head coach Kyle Shanahan has made it clear the focus is on taking it one game at a time. During his chat with Greg Papa on NBC Sports Bay Area's 49ers game plan, he emphasized that the team's immediate goal is getting back to the basics and winning against Chicago. I don't even think about getting 2 in a row because 2 in a row doesn't matter, Shanahan said. And honestly, I get it. With 5 games left, the 49ers probably need to win most, if not all, of them to keep their postseason hopes alive. Now, let's talk about the stark contrast between this year and the previous seasons. It's stunning to think that just last year, we were riding high after making the playoffs 3 straight seasons and reaching the NFC Championship game in both of the last 2. And let's not forget that heartbreaking overtime loss in Super Bowl 58 to the Kansas City Chiefs. This year, though, it feels like we're in a completely different universe. What's even more concerning is that while the Bears sit at 4-8, they're not to be underestimated, especially with the potential of the number 1 pick in the upcoming draft, Caleb Williams. Shanahan is clearly aware of this, stating he's not taking the Bears lightly. He's keeping his eyes on the immediate challenge ahead, not the looming game against the Rams next week. In his conversation, Shanahan outlined what needs to happen for the 49ers to secure a win. "We got to fix those problems first," he stressed. That includes stopping the run, protecting the ball, and, most importantly, creating turnovers. Let's be honest. We've been careless with the football, with 6 turnovers in the second half over the last 2 weeks and 0 takeaways. That's a recipe for disaster, and trust me, it's heart-wrenching to watch. Shanahan's determination to turn things around is evident. He wants to see the team play better football, something he, and we as fans, can be proud of. "I want us to play the right way," he said. "That's the mentality we need right now. It's not just about winning. It's about how we win. We need to protect the football and stop the run. If we can do that, we'll have a chance in every game." The reality is, the 49ers fans haven't had much to cheer about this season. We've watched our team struggle, and it's frustrating. But Shanahan believes that if the team can execute their game plan, good things will follow. And I have to agree with him there. Playing well should lead to the right results, but it's easier said than done when the pressure is on. As we head into this matchup against a non-contender like the Bears, it's critical for the 49ers to turn this ship around. Shanahan and the players have no choice but to rise to the occasion. They need to show us they can overcome adversity. This is the moment to step up, and I'm hopeful, but also cautious. So, what do you think? Was it the right decision for Shanahan to focus solely on the Bears and not look ahead? Personally, I'm a bit torn. On one hand, I admire the focus. On the other, I can't help but wonder if we should be strategizing for the long haul too. I want to hear your thoughts on this. What are your expectations for the game against the Bears? What frustrations have you felt this season? Share your opinions in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow 49ers fans, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates. And remember to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any essential news. Let's rally together and hope for a strong finish to this season.